Hello, crafty people. This is Missy with Time to Craft. I figured I'd jump on here. I feel like doing a little bit of work on this journal. And it's going to be totally unplanned. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but whatever it is, we'll do it together. So we done this pocket the other day. And I added these little pockets and I put vellum there. That way you could see the pretty print and it wouldn't cover everything up. I did do that much. But I want to finish this journal up and just move on with life. And I just stenciled this on there and I thought, you know what? Let's turn the camera on and work on this together. There's a tag with a piece of sari silk I put behind this pocket right here. But I just want to do a couple of little things just to kind of finish this up and get it over with. Here's a journal card I made. And I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling, I think. And I'm going to do, if you have edges of your pages that feel a little weak or worn, or maybe they got a little tear in them while you were doing, putting them together or putting your pockets in or whatever the case may be, you can fix that stuff. I will run a piece of lace down it to cover it up and reinforce it. The washi tape, like on this one here, just put a piece of washi tape on there. So I think what I might do, because this here, this pocket that we made out of an envelope, is kind of heavy. And I want to reinforce this page just a little bit. So I'm going to put something on there. I don't know what. So we're going to do this together and figure out exactly what I want to put on there. I'm just going to grab the whole drawer of ribbon. And I actually, the very first thing I pull out is this. And this has like glitter on it. And it has a great texture. I think I might just go ahead and put that one on there. So I just measure it. And my ribbon, I try to cut with the pinking shears. That way it doesn't unravel. I should have flipped my glue upside down. Even though I kind of filled it up. I used up what I had left in my big bottle. But we're going to see if we can get it to come down. And we just want to do some little thin lines of the glue. And I'm running it all the way to the top, and I should not be, because I'm going to let a piece of it hang over the top. So I'm just going to wipe that off a little bit. Okay. Get a hold of it good. There. Always make sure you're not glued to the page underneath. Easy to do. There. Now, the end of that page is a little bit more reinforced with that heavy envelope on the back side. Looks like I need to put a little bit of glue under there. Now, I like to leave on some of my trim that I put on here. I like to leave a little bit on the top because I'll hang a charm off of that, or a bead or something, just to kind of embellish it a little bit more. Excuse me. All right, so there's that one. I like how this one is. I don't want to do too much, but I want to do just a little bit more And this right here kind of wiggles because it only has one stitch in it from the binding. So what I did on this end is was it this one I did it in? Oh, it was that right there. Okay. So on this one here, same thing. It had one stitch for the binding, and it'll wiggle around. So I put a piece of washi tape, and I think I might... No, that's in there pretty good. But if it does wiggle a little bit, you can just run a piece of washi tape and it'll make it a little bit more steady. All right, I cut that out with a die cut. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Just put a little sticker here. Got a piece of ephemera there. I want to come back through and get some words or some sentiments put on some of these pockets. I just have to go through and find them and figure out what I want to put on there. And I get the Tim Holtz pad with all of the sentiments. Oh, there's some good ones in there. But another date and time, I guess. Let's see. So that one has the piece of washi on it. And I think what I might do is I might do some stenciling on that one. And I got my stencils out already, and I want to do just very lightly. Now, when I do my stencils, when they're this close together, you don't want to stencil all of this. I mean, I guess you could, but I want to keep it pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and make sure I only get the stencil I want. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Oh my good gravy. Okay, so I might have to do this a couple of ways. So let's do that. And there, I think we got it. And I'm going to use the Victorian Velvet ink because it's kind of going with the whole theme and color and all of that good stuff. And then I'm just going to kind of lightly I hope I'm not shaking you around too awful much. I should have got my brush is what I should have done instead of using this. But here we are. We're going to call that one good. It doesn't have to be perfect. That looks pretty good. Again, another little tip. I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not, but if you'll get a cheap pack of baby wipes, it's great to wipe your stencils off and your stamps and all of that. And what I do, I don't pull the whole thing out. I'll cut one in half because a lot of times you typically don't need a whole one. But try to keep everything clean as you go. That way you don't have dried up ink and it transfers to another project. Don't want to do that. All right. So, and that just adds a little bit of character and still lots of writing space. I don't like to have so many blank pages. I know this sounds kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I just lost the word. Come on. I know I say I like to have lots of writing space. And I want everyone to, when they get their journal, I want them to be able to make it their own and decorate it the way they want to. but I also don't like to have so many blank pages. So a little bit of stenciling just kind of, you know, breaks it up a little bit. So, and then, I mean, the stencils, but you also can stamp. You can do the washi stickers. I mean, there's lots of things to do where you can make the pages pretty without taking up a lot of space and taking away from the writing. So here's some stamps. Let's just do this rose right here. And I'm going to stick with the velvet ink. I'm sorry, Victorian velvet ink. Ink it up really good. And we'll just do something right here. There. Easy enough. Clean it up. Done deal. Another little journaling card I made. And this is just out of all the scraps. You know how I say save the scraps? And then you just glue them on. We'll make some of these super, super simple. And they make cute little journaling cards. Oh, what else do we want to put in here? I want to decorate that too. That is just so, so boring. Excuse me. Definitely want to do something to this. I just don't know what, though. I guess maybe I should have planned this out a little bit better. Excuse me. But I just came in from work and I felt like I want to do some journaling. And I didn't even think about it. I just turned the camera on and here we are. Flying by the seat of our pants. I'm going to make another card to put in here. A journaling card to go in there. We could put that in there. There we go. Whoops, I'm shaking everything around again. I got to reposition this camera so it's not on the part where it just shakes around so bad. I think I'm going to leave that there. We're going to make this Friday. I'm going to show you what that is on Friday. Let's do something with this. What can we do here? I have some green glitter washi tape. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh, this is cute. Let's see. I think I might put this on the edge of one of the pages. Trim. Look at that. I got that at Hobby Lobby. So much stuff. So many decisions. And I never know what to do. I usually do not edit any of my videos, but this one's going to be so completely and totally random and unorganized, I'm going to have to edit this one. I'm pretty sure of it, because I am not even prepared for this at all. Let me find some washi tape. What do you see? Let's see what we can do with some washi tape here, if anything. I mean, we can run a little bit of washi tape and just kind of break up everything. That looks kind of nice. Somewhere I have... It's hard doing this stuff standing up. I usually sit down and do all my crafting. But when you record, you can't see the camera. Make sure everything is in shot. So you have to stand up. And then you just can't get a good handle on it all. We're going to call that good for right now. I'll tidy that up later. Alright, I like that. That makes that just a little bit different. There's so many ways that you can decorate a journal. I mean, just using scrap paper is... Okay, so let's go back. Let's use a piece of scrapbook paper. You know, I always tell you to save all your scraps. All the scrap pieces, no matter what, because you can use them for so many things. Let me clean my little mess up right here. So if we find a piece of, and I've got tons of scrap paper over here. Tons. Big pile. But I leave it there because I can always just grab something and use it. This is really not so much, I mean, it's a scrap piece, but if you take a piece that you've cut off and just trim it down into whatever size. Even if we do that size right there, you can run it on the edge of whatever you want to trim out. So let's put that right there just to show you what I mean. And it's something so simple, and you're saving using up all your scraps instead of throwing it away. And it gives it character. And that's what makes every single one so different and so unique. There, easy enough. So, taking a piece of scrap and just running it on the edge of your paper. And it took no effort whatsoever. Done. And then it kind of defines where to open it up at. All right. Shaking the table again. I'm the worst. I'm telling you. The absolute worst. Oops. Here's another journal card I made. It's just index cards. Scrap paper that I just glued on here, totally random. And then I stamped this on here. Love makes the world go round. So, let me think about this here. I don't want to do too much to this one, too much more, because I want to make sure there's lots of journaling space. All right, you know what? I think what I'm going to do, other than putting a few sentiments on here, I think I'm going to call this one done. I sure am, because I kind of like the way this one here has turned out. Although I may... Nope, I think I'm going to leave it. I was going to do a stencil on that side, but I think I'm going to leave it. What do you think? I'm going to do some kind of a sentiment here. And of course, I'll put some ephemera in here and just kind of, you know, fill this up a little bit. That's good. I think I might put a piece of lace or something on this. Let's fix that up a little bit. Here, maybe this piece, because it'll kind of match the dots that's on it. Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what I want to do. All right, I don't know if everybody's been following along and making a journal. I hope you have. All right, let's see how this is going to work out. Well, I just love it. Looky there. And the little dots match the polka dots on the paper. Love, love, love. All right, I'm going to let this dry. And then we'll come back and we'll do some sentiments and just finish this one up. And then we're going to call this journal done. All righty. And we might put some ephemera in too when we come back. All right, everybody. That was just a quick one. Totally random. I know it. I don't know. It was just not even organized whatsoever. Look how cute that is, though. Oh. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay blessed and have a great day. And I will see y'all really soon. Bye.